I just have so much fun doing it that I don't care.
Well, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this anymore, right?
Right.
Like, it's like we're not doing it just for like to pat each other on the back.
Yeah, we can do
We're
that.
truly just doing it.
Laura can pat my back anytime she wants.
Also, you want to just see this real quick? That's one of our options.
Life is a challenge.
How do you get through it?
Laughing at the dark and dirty. We walk you through all the naughty secrets of the adult industry, and you get to be a fly on the wall with two best friends in the business of boobs.
We want to hear your dirty secrets too.
If you have stories to share, questions for us, need advice, which may or may not be helpful,
But we'll make you laugh.
we'll always be laughing here, and we thank you for coming this week.
The Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast, hosted by Molly Stewart and Laura Contreras.
All these recording, welcome back to the Totally Wholesome Not Dirty podcast. We hope that you are joining us and you are warm wherever you are because it is so cold right now. My fingers have gone dead, like that thing that they do.
Yeah.
That they turn yellow.
It is freezing.
It's really cold, and we have to keep it really cold in here because of the Sony camera. And it's still going to turn off anyway. I know it's coming, but regardless,
Whatever.
welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Molly Stewart, and
Laura Contreras. Hey.
Yes.
Hi.
oh, do you want to turn on the corgi so we have a little more
Yes.
sidelight?
Let's turn this corgi on.
Yay!
Oh, there he goes.
Light.
Hey.
Let there be light. I was thinking like, let there be light, like I'm God or something. But literally, I did a stream the other night, and I was like, I feel like God, or that this is all simulation or something. Because I just told everyone in the chat, I was like, I'm daddy now. You call me daddy, or whatever authoritative word works for you. Whatever exerts my authority over you. Some people chose goddess. Sir was a huge favorite of mine.
Okay.
I could get super down with being called sir. I've also been accepting daddy. Per our last episode, I did actually change my Alexa to call me daddy.
Yes. Awesome. I love that. I can't wait to hear her say yes, daddy. Or according
Daddy.
to the facts, daddy. Google says yes.
According to the facts, daddy.
I don't know. Like as if that's how it's okay. Daddy. I
Well,
will
daddy,
not play
I
Maroon
checked
5.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly. Well, daddy. Or it's like, daddy, no, because you're like getting naked or something.
Yeah.
Daddy.
They do watch. I'm pretty sure they watch through the cameras. I don't know if that one has a camera. Either way, everyone's always watching. It's kind of funny. People who, you ever see like the conspiracy theorists. Sorry, I got there in the end. We had a little help right before the show. So, but anyway, I know what words are. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You see the conspiracy theorists on like social media doing their videos, right? About how the government's always watching, or this, whatever them is always watching, the ones who control and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, then why do you have a phone? Why are you making a video, posting it out onto the internet? Why do you have that access? Why do you allow them that access if they're everywhere and watching it? Like, just not very astute. Anyway,
I mean, the phones
it's
be
dumb.
listening for sure.
absolutely.
They must be watching.
We'll talk about something, and then I'm like suddenly ad targeted for like the
Yes.
very thing.
a million times. Like right now, my Facebook is just like a ton of ads for like all those like mocktail types of drinks.
So you like talked about mocktail.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, have you heard of this one? And now there's
Yeah.
like 500 other ones.
I
And it's
just-
like, okay,
I feel like everything is ads now.
everything is
Like,
ads.
because even YouTube, we tried to play that one little song, right? And there's like 3 ads to play through to get this one little thing. And then, or you'll go and I'm looking at Instagram, right? And it's just, here's this thing you could buy. Here's this thing you could buy. That's a cute corgi. And then here's this thing you could buy for the cute corgi. And I'm just like, bro, like I can't even keep up with all this. Like I don't even want anything anymore. Everything, like all those little tangible things, it's like I'm like, oh, that might be cool. But then I've had so many instances, I don't know if you've had this, where you order it and it's not like that at all, and then you're like mad at yourself because
Yeah.
you're like, I got hooked,
Yeah.
bamboozled.
Well, you know, guys, back at home, where that won't happen to you is if you join us on our Patreon. You know what I mean? You won't get stuck with all those ads, all those commercials. So all I know is get on our Patreon. Go support us.
That was the most beautiful transition that I have heard in my life.
Because you
I'm
don't want to
floored.
be like that.
You don't want to be held hostage by ads. I see
Thank
that this
you.
camera's pointing up, kind of weird. So I'm going to come closer for dramatic effect. You don't want to be bamboozled. You don't want to.
So we would never want that for
We
you
would never
either.
want you to be
Just
bamboozled.
be part of our patrons on our Patreon, and cue the link right there for us.
David, you know where the link goes.
Get us our link.
Ow.
And
But
thank
anyway.
you to our patrons that are there already. Cheers to you guys.
Look how crooked it is.
I'm in for it.
Should we keep it crooked?
We should.
Let's keep it crooked.
You know, if you can't handle the crookedness, then you can't handle us
that
at our
Is
best.
that the name of our episode?
Yeah. If you can't handle crookedness.
Crooked.
Is that a word?
Get crooked.
Get crooked. I
I
mean,
pictured like a Captain Hook thing going on for some reason.
can we draw him?
Yeah.
Get crooked.
I like that. That's probably like some symbol we probably shouldn't be throwing hands.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh, fuck.
So this is off the subject, off into a different subject. So yesterday, guess what I tried for the first time?
Anal. No, you've done that before. Damn it.
No, 50 milligram edible.
You did it. You
And
took the
it
plunge.
did nothing.
Really?
I think the melatonin made me immune to all edibles now because I went to the grocery store on that thing. I freaking ran errands. I was energized.
Maybe it was just like a sativa.
Maybe it was a sativa. But either way, I didn't go down. My man went down, but he had also traveled
Yeah?
all day.
Did
he? Yes, he did.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so he went down, like I said, and I laid down for a little bit, and then I popped back up because I just couldn't take a nap. I was like, "What the fuck?" This edible
Sativa, for sure.
had to have been. So I go flying in to the grocery store, do all my errands. I'm like, I swear this thing cannot get me down. So my question is, that little gummy came from Michigan. I heard people in Michigan, they be smoking.
Sorry, I'm like not
Is
in
it-
my own frame.
It's like, what's going on over there? Do we need to go to Michigan to get some weed?
Do you want to go to Michigan? We can
Yeah.
go visit my brother. We have a free place to stay.
Yes.
We can go shoot guns in the woods.
Yes, and I
Get
wanna-
real redneck with it.
I'd really like to check out the dispensaries out there too.
Mm.
Because I know it'd be legal there.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's weird going back to a place that you grew up where it was like, weed will kill you.
But then I heard there was a ton of stoners out there because there's a lot of farmland, which
Yeah, like, of course, there's always like whatever back and forth. But like
Yeah.
the predominant message was, and it's like such a, like the area that I grew up was very, very, very religious.
Yeah.
Right.
right.
And
that's
it
what you
just has changed a lot, and it's very strange
would
because
like to
everything looks the
see.
same. Things look the same, but they're not the same. It's weird. It's like the uncanny valley. It's like,
So we're gonna have to plan a trip and then definitely do a little like tour to all the dispensaries so I could get all the 15 milligram edibles I can because I liked it.
oh yeah,
I liked it a lot.
that's good. My
We
dad
can't
will know
find
the
those
good
here.
ones.
We can't find those here.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not fair. What's up, Nevada?
yeah, that is kind of strange. But I mean, I guess you could just eat 5 of them.
Yeah, but then I'm going through them so quick.
That's
I just
true.
want a container filled with 50s. Is that too much to ask for?
I feel like edibles don't do anything to me either.
I'm going to start having to make my own.
Yeah, high potency ones. Like I will say the ones that we made, those lime bars,
Yeah, anything
Pretty
that
on
we
point.
make is
Yeah.
on point.
it's very good.
Anything that is store bought, not so much. Anyways,
Yeah.
thought I'd ask because
Mm.
I don't know if you knew, but
I
y'all
did not.
from Michigan
Yeah,
like to get high.
I don't know. It's weird because even with the dispensaries there, I feel weird smoking weed in Michigan. Like it's legal, and I'm like, this feels weird. This feels wrong.
because it wasn't right back then.
Yeah,
You
I
would
was
have been
I was so straight laced, dude. I was like, I'm not gonna drink.
so.
I'm not gonna smoke. And
So what you're
Here I
saying
am.
is we're gonna go on a bender in Michigan.
just gonna weed bender for me.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course. We're gonna
Absolutely.
get up.
I wanted to show you this. Someone photoshopped this for me. I'm still not sure about saying people's names, but they photoshopped this photo that you took. We can't show it to the camera. because my boobs are in it.
Dad, you're so swole, bitch.
But he gave me cakes in my big bicep arms. So I'm
So good. I love the photo quality that he printed it on.
good.
Great job, whoever did this. I really like
Yeah.
this. This is frame worthy.
Yes.
Oh, and the cake down here too.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that there was a cake down there.
Yeah, and someone took a bite of it. So hey,
Someone took a bite of my cake.
looks like someone had some tasty cakes, if you know what I mean. Eh.
I do. My butt is so much more fun to play with now.
Because there's
I'm like, touch it all the time. Like,
buns, hon.
yeah. Because there's buns, hun.
Yeah.
Before, it's like you're just smacking a bone, like a flap of skin. And I was like, this is
Now
an
it's like
ass.
jiggle, 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 jiggle.
It's like Julia when she walks.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll, like, it's got to
Is
the
that
point.
Julia? No, it's just Molly.
I feel like it's like muscly, so I can't feel it really when it shakes. And I'll think that I think we've probably said this before, but it's gotten a lot more since Australia, let me tell you,
Holy
because I feasted on bread and did squats and deadlifts, and that was pretty much it. So there's a lot of butt there now.
Yes.
I'll look at a video after, and every time I'm just like, whoa.
Pretty soon it's just all ass.
I just become all ass.
Yeah, it's just a booty.
I want to.
I would love that for you.
I would have the excuse to never do cardio again. It'd be like, I literally can't. Like, I'm all ass. My legs have gone to shit. Like, it's just
Move over, Ava. Be fine. Here comes Molly.
coming through. Oh my God. You know, I think it's like crazy that I have fake boobs. Think about this sometimes.
Do they feel so real now that they couldn't possibly?
They feel
be
like a
fake?
part of me now. Well, it definitely feel weird if I took them out because it'd just be skin and I could like slap it around like a ball sack. Like, I didn't have any tits to speak of before. It's like there's just skin now.
Do you
like,
think they would flesh back, like would they go back to the original form?
been too long.
It'd just be loose skin.
Yeah. It's like a little ball sack slapping back and forth.
Kind of like how my boobs are now.
No, that's not like how your boobs are now. Your boobs are glorious. You just don't want to show them to anyone because you're afraid that they might die from how amazing your tits are.
That's it.
Not trying to give anyone a heart attack, Laura.
That's exactly why. How did you know? Just trying to save y'all from a random heart attack. From my non-saggy tits. They're just so perky. and
They're so
perfect.
perky. Someone on stream, they were like, oh my God, your boobs are so perky. And I was like, they fucking better be. I paid good money for them. By the time my chin is hanging down to my collarbone, like my tits will still be perky. Because they're not real.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So I've heard, this is like so random too. My mom, when she had kids, like her boobs were nothing, and then the kids made her have boobs.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that's interesting.
It's very
'cause-
rude that you just made your mom have boobs.
I know,
Like,
right? She didn't even want them.
But what
How
power?
dare her? I know. And then she said, like, yeah, I guess like with the first child, she had no boobs. Then she got a little bit, and then she had my brother, and there was a little bit, and then with me, she said that
You
like
brought the boobs.
she like could just put her chin down, and it would touch her boobs. That's how much boobs she
You're
had.
the boob bringer.
Yeah, and so I was like, whoa, and because she had like no boobs, and now she's got big old boobs. I'm like, that's the
You're
effect
like,
I have.
you're welcome, Mom.
Sprinkle little tits on you, and a little bit for you too.
My mom had no boobs, and then like still didn't have any boobs after 2 kids, and I think she was pretty mad about it because she talked about it a lot. Like always,
Yeah.
like jokingly, but it's like how I joke about things that are uncomfortable for me. Just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I am a Sasquatch. Meanwhile, I'm like, I have such hairy feet. It's so weird. Why am I so hairy?
Do
and
they grow
tall?
hairy on just the toes
No.
or on the top?
I have like a pube strip, so it's like I have a toe pubes. So it's like I'll get them here.
Uh-huh.
These ones are just little blonde ones, so I leave them because I think they're cute.
Yeah.
But this part here,
Gross?
it's like a little V patch of
Wow.
like, but not a lot. Just
Wow.
like random long hairs.
That's amazing.
Like if I don't keep my eye on it, I'll just suddenly have like, you know when a guy does a comb over?
Yeah.
It's like that on the top of my foot. And it's just like 3.
Like a Homer Simpson?
Yeah. It's just like a little Homer Simpson on the top of my foot.
I love that. That's so cute.
It's not cute.
I'm going to call your feet Homer.
That's why I shaved them.
I shaved my toe hairs. Actually, I went and got a pedicure today, and I didn't realize how long they had grown. I felt really bad. Then I remembered you telling me don't shave before a pedicure. That's valuable information.
We haven't talked about this, and something needs to be said because I learned about this
Please.
from a man. But
Also, I'm loving this crooked angle. It's really giving.
it's so unhinged.
I don't think you're going to be able to watch this.
It's giving crooked. It's okay. I'm going to let it roll. Do you want to know why? It's one of my New Year's resolutions is to be more relaxed, more going with the flowing.
Chill.
To my comfort level. And I'm okay with it being crooked, I think.
Me too.
To make a joke out of it. Anyway, learned about this from a man of all people, right? It's crazy. So I was like about to cancel my pedicure because I got back from Australia and I was just jet lagged. I didn't know where anything was and I couldn't find a razor. And I was like, ever since I've been getting pedicures, I've been shaving my legs beforehand because I'm like, I don't like to touch how that feels. So I don't want someone else to have to do that while they're massaging my legs.
Mine were like cactus.
Like, so were mine, dude. Like, I understand. And I always thought it was like a nice courtesy to be like, now they get to massage my smooth legs. Like that must be so much better than scary Sasquatch feet, you know? Like, and I take care of it beforehand. And then I love how the pedicure feels. And then my legs just break out. Like, they break out so bad. They get raw. Like, I'll have like a little like rash. I'll get those little like milia, like where it's just that little white calcified thing that pops up, and I extract them. Meanwhile, in pain all this time. You've seen me do it. I'm like, look at this.
You're like, I have to sit. And I'm like, how? Bless you. I'm like, I don't even think you can get a zit like that.
Yeah, but I do. And you want to know why? I've been giving them to myself. Because I was about to cancel my pedicure. I was like, let's just do nails. And he was like, why? I was like, because I have Sasquatch legs and I can't find my razor and I couldn't shave. I'm not going to make you touch my weird legs. And he's like, you're not supposed to shave before a pedicure.
Ding dong.
What? What? You're just supposed to make people touch your hairy legs? I could not do that job. So shout out to everyone who has massaged a hairy leg. You're stronger than me.
And shout out to Tina who massaged mine today. Ooh.
Boom. Shout out. Because I was literally like, this is blowing my mind. It's like, because if you exfoliate after when all your pores and shit are open and then you shave like and all the kind of stuff, there's a certain path you're supposed to take. And I was not taking it because I was shaving. Everything was open. And then getting scrubbed into my open pores.
Oh. And then that like makes the scrub could get stuck in your open pore, and
that's
then
probably what
your
they are. They've just been like extracting
sugar scrub out of your legs. That makes so much sense.
And meanwhile, I'm over here like, this is fun. I love the pain.
Scalpel,
please. I have the whole kit. I'm sorry.
You did. That's literally it. Scalpel.
Say what you were gonna say because I feel
I
like
don't know what I was gonna say.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I thought you were like, and I.
No.
And then I said scalpel or something.
No, I wasn't. I was just like scalpel.
The socks are so cute, by
Thanks.
the way. I love them. Oh, on stream, I wanted to ask you about this because I got the ick. It's so weird because every time that I announce on my stream that I'm like, I'm horny.
Yeah. You
guys are putting me in the right space. I'm going to do a show soon. Someone comes along and just wants to kill my lady boner. Like, I don't know what it is. Those come out of the woodwork and then start asking me like 50 fucking questions that you could just Google. Like, or if you listen to the podcast, you would know it was so much more than you ever bargained for. But it's just like, and then it kills the lady boner. It's like, you're not even asking stuff like in relation. It'll be like, I'm talking about one thing and be like, what's your favorite position? I was like, have you watched my content? You should fucking know what my favorite position is. Let me tell you, because you see it a lot. But it's like you're not buying anything. Just engage with the show or whatever. But something someone said gave me such an ick. They called it a clitty. And I was like, I don't know the last time I've been this dry. Like, it was not it for me. Like,
oh, you killed it.
Is there something that someone has ever or like would ever call it that would just be like, ugh. Because Clitty was a banger.
Maybe a puss. That would be nasty. Because then it's so close to puss.
So gross.
I don't want anyone to call it a puss.
Come over here, baby. Let me eat your puss. So disgusting.
Can you not?
Let me lick you on that Clitty.
No.
Like it's disgusting.
No.
Okay, what else? What else is gross? Muff.
Yeah, no.
I don't like muff. Let me smother myself in your muff. Twat can be funny,
But it's not sexy.
but it's not to be used in sexy
I
time.
wouldn't be turned on if you said, let me lick your twat. I would not feel like,
I might never have sex again if someone said that to me.
yeesh.
I would be like, you know what? I'm done.
Or taco.
Oh, taco. That's disgusting.
It just sounds
like,
messy.
It just sounds like things are going to be like falling out of it for no reason.
Cheese.
Like tacos.
Cheese.
Cheeses. That sent me to a really gross place of like picturing things.
Oh.
But can we talk about tacos? Because not in a vagina sense. It just made me think of how inefficient tacos are. Like it makes me upset because they're so messy.
I love them. So you're not, I don't know.
But they're so messy.
Yes, they are. Agreed.
And why are they crunchy?
Well, some aren't.
The soft are okay.
Yes.
But I still feel like at that point, I want to eat like 6 of them.
Yeah.
So why is it not just like a quesadilla that's like not going to fall apart? Or why isn't it
That's
like a
why
nicely
there's
wrapped
options.
burrito?
Some people don't want a big old burrito.
Is
Some
it-
people want just a little taco.
But couldn't you just, I would like, is that what flautas are?
Yeah,
How they're
rolled.
rolled tacos? Those tacos
I was going to say,
fuck
you
with.
must love those.
I love
Because they
those.
stay intact.
Yeah.
And it's filled with usually one topping. Usually.
Sometimes two.
Sometimes cheese on top.
Unless you go to 7-Eleven and you get the buffalo chicken ones.
There you go.
I haven't done that in years. Have you ever done those? All right. I have to tell you a story of trash food.
huh?
Trash food that got me through college. I don't know how I
Okay,
didn't like
let's
die
hear it.
from. So there, I think it was called Safeway or something like that in Michigan. And it was like the gas station. Like,
They have
that's
them
everywhere.
here, don't they?
Safeway?
Safeway?
Do they? Maybe.
Maybe.
Speedway.
Speedway.
Oh, or is it Speedway that's in Michigan? Either way, doesn't matter.
Come
It
my
was
way.
Trash food. This was a meal. Every flavor of slushie. Between each layer of slushie, those little dehydrated marshmallows.
Or your coffee? I mean, your hot
Because
chocolate?
they have the stations, you can just do whatever you want, and you're an adult, so you can just make whatever you want because you're paying.
Whoa.
Yeah, layer, and then a new flavor, and then a layer of mini marshmallows, and then all the way up the top. So that was one, the big one, because Mom was thirsty all the time. And then
Do you have diabetes?
I probably do. I don't even know. They have like this, like the little rollers that's like hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dogs are trash. Don't fuck with those. Go straight for the tornadoes. I think that's what they called them. Maybe that was at 7-Eleven. Either way, it's like the rolled shitty, and
Yeah.
it's just like greasy and long, and you put it in your mouth, and you want to eat it all at once, but you can't 'cause it's too long. So you get to savor it and slow the fuck
I can
down.
picture Julia just savage.
And I would just, girl, I would put like 3 in a bag, and I'm like, buy one, get one. You know what I mean? I guess I'll just have to have another one. So then it's 4. Like,
buy 2, get 1. Buy 1, get 1, but I took 3 because I just said keep the 4th one.
I just black out
I'm
when
not
I
gonna
talk.
be savage.
Oh, but seriously, and I would eat like that like all the time, or I'd get like
Damn.
the McGriddles.
What's McGriddle?
Do you know
Is
the
that the
McGriddle?
pancakes?
Well, it's like, all right, so it's like a breakfast Sammy,
I had the pancake breakfast.
but the tops are like pancake-ish. So there's little pockets of syrup in the top and bottom of the thing. So when you're biting, it's like a full breakfast. and a
it
sandwich.
explodes syrup.
Like it's not because it's like baked / fried or whatever into it, so it
Oh.
doesn't get like, but it's like a little mapley, so it's kind of melt in your mouth, but it's not dripping everywhere.
How?
Girl, I think about these memories sometimes, and I'm like, what if I ate like that now? I'm too old. I would probably die. That's like when I was like 18.
You
I'm
would
just like,
definitely develop some high cholesterol.
for sure.
And I know I've already had that issue since childbirth or whatever. Childbirth? From being a child.
From being birthed as a child.
I was born with high cholesterol. I don't know how.
Since giving birth.
I never gave birth.
It's giving.
It's giving.
Oh,
This
fuck,
cold weather has fucked me up.
We are crooked sperm.
We're special.
You remember?
Oh, hey.
Just scared me. Oh, Jesus.
It's
All right.
Edward.
It is. And that's like Edward. He's like always there, just over your shoulder.
Derp. And he's got a derp.
I think I wrote something down. I left my phone over there. It's okay. We
You wrote something down? Get
yeah.
it.
Like, okay.
It's okay. Let's check it out.
I just feel like I've gone up like 50 times.
Yeah, one more time for the rest of the day. It's fine.
Just one more time I can get up.
That's it. Now you're stuck here.
Okay, so I also forgot because I made a mistake in last week's episode because I was jet lagged. But this episode is the day releasing that we're going to have our Zoom chat. I was saying that it was the 21st when it's actually the 29th. Or 22nd, whatever I said the first time was wrong. So just know that. And it is today. We're doing Zoom
The
chat.
29th.
So I'm super excited for the 29th to do the Zoom chat that we're doing today on the 29th, even though today is not the 20th. You know what I mean. Anyway,
Hey.
those are really fun. I've been having a good time with
Yeah,
them.
and thanks for you guys for joining us. You guys have had some really interesting topics. We've had some good conversations. We love seeing you guys interact even with each other,
It's
which
nice.
is really cool.
It's good. It feels like a community like I always had before.
It is.
But no one's coming in it, which is new for me. So it's fun.
Or they are and they're just being quiet. And that's
Yeah.
okay too, because we aren't really asking for it.
Yeah.
So.
Like the guy edging on the plane. Like, it's like, do you? But don't make it like all about you. You know what I mean? It was cool.
Do you though?
So I wanted to fuck, I lost it again. Poop. No. I was like, oh, should we give a little hinter at what we watched today before the episode? Because
Yes.
that will be launching in February. If you guys are not on the Patreon yet, not just for Zoom chats, but we also make short films. We're filmmakers now. That's kind of our thing. So we have
Short film.
we have a new short film coming out. There was a fuzzy by my face and I tried to smack the microphone. Sorry, audio listeners. David, cut that.
Actually,
Don't cut anything.
leave it in.
Except for things that could get us in trouble. So but join us on the Patreon, patreon.com/TWND podcast, because Zoom chats are really fun, but we also have the short films. And so we have Football Fantasy, which is releasing on February 10th.
So good.
I meant to give myself like 3 days at least to edit this masterpiece. And then I just sat down in the morning one day and finished it in one day.
She's
Because-
texting me along the way too, like small, like little bits and pieces. She's like, I'm crying.
Yeah.
This part's so good. I have at least. She's like, this is so much more work than Krampus.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't think I'll finish this for a couple days.
But
Ben?
I don't know what came over me because I just couldn't stop. And I was just reminded of how much fun that we had that day and like how much we shot.
And you weren't even done at an ungodly hour. It was like,
No,
9,
it just
10?
was getting dark fast. So
you were like, I'm done.
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, all right. So then I had to do the trailers. I had to do all that. And it's actually like a production. Like when I tell you like my man can't sit through a movie and he actually like watched the whole thing and was engaged with it and laughing. So that might make me feel good. But you guys aren't even ready. Like you might think that you know what this film is.
Let me rephrase that.
Until
You
you-
are not ready.
You're not ready.
At all.
Because you're not ready for the heart and soul that we really put into this production. So I hope you're excited.
Oh, look, the
'cause
Tumblr is here from the last
Oh.
episode. Have you been looking for this?
I have
I
actually.
put it there.
That's perfect.
So I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. There's like 50 other Tumblrs. Oh, I did have something to talk to you about. When was the last time that you went to the dentist?
Probably 6 years ago.
Laura,
Yes.
my lips are so dry.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think if you kiss me, it will help.
No.
Well, in lieu of that, I guess I might go to liquidiv.com and use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that I purchase. And luckily, I did, because joining us today, we have sugar-free white grape from Liquid IV. If you've never tried Liquid IV before, Laura, do you want to tell them a little bit about what they can find inside one stick of Liquid IV?
Well, one stick of Liquid IV contains all the vitamins and nutrients that you need to really be hydrated, and it has all the B's.
Vitamin B3, B5, B6, B12,
and
and vitamin C, which are very, very good for your hydration station, which is your body.
Yes.
So if you think that you might be dehydrated, you probably are. If you're seeing this right now or hearing this, you are probably dehydrated, because a lot of people are. And I like to start my morning, every morning, with one stick of Liquid IV, dissolved in 16 to 18 ounces of water. I just put it in my little tumbler, take it out on my day, and I have it before I even start coffee in the morning.
It's the best. And then this is the sugar-free one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're all so good.
My personal favorite is white peach. I'm just currently out of white peach because I drink it all. But we love Liquid IV, and if you guys want to give it a try, these are perfect for a stocking stuffer, I would think, for the ho-ho holidays, or any time of year, really. I guess you could really have a stocking any time of year, but right now it's Christmas, so consider it in your gift purchases. You can go to liquidiv.com. Use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. Help the pod, help your hydration, or the hydration of your loved ones. Do you not care about the hydration of the people that you love?
Yes.
Do you want them to walk around all winter with chapped lips?
No.
Depression? Sadness? Those things can come from being dehydrated and just all walks of life, but something that will put a smile on their face is a pack of Liquid IV. So go to liquidiv.com, use code TWND, save 15% on everything that you purchase, and get free shipping. Thank you, Liquid IV, and back to the freaking show.
Ooh. I know you're supposed to go
Why
twice
would you say that is?
twice a year, right?
Or something at least once a year.
Isn't it like twice a year?
I don't
Because
do
I
that.
hate them. They're the worst.
Why do you hate them?
Because they're always doing things to me that I need. How dare they? How dare they?
Why do you hate them? Because they're always doing things to me.
That I don't
But
like.
I agree. It's like consensual but non-consensual.
It's like, okay, I have to. I get it. But, ugh.
Like, your hands are in my mouth. Why are you asking me so many questions? How do you expect me to formulate a response? Also, like, somehow the whatever person is never paying attention, and you're always like choking on water because
Yeah,
they're
and
not
you're like,
sucking it out fast enough or whatever. They go like so long. They prod you and poke you and stab you. Like, you think that your mouth is fine, right?
Yeah.
And you leave there and your gums are bleeding and you're just like, what happened?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you black out.
And then they're sore, and then they put needles in your freaking gums.
Yeah. And then it's like this whole thing, right? And then you're going through all these people. Like, so many people end up having their hands in your mouth before you finally get to the dentist at the end, who just pokes over your freshly raw mouth with more pokey instruments. And then it's like, yep, so you're fine. Floss more. That's like everything that I've ever gotten from a dentist. And I'm like, this is such a long part of your day. Like, you have to prepare for going to the dentist.
Mentally,
like,
physically.
Yeah. And there's somehow always a huge wait, like, even past your appointment time. So it's like the doctor's office, and you're just like, oh, what was the point of an appointment again? So you're going through all this stuff, and then you have to go through so much just to like have the most basic cleaning where your mouth is just inflamed for days. I went to the dentist in Australia.
How was it?
It was the most magical experience that I've had in a really long time, because I have so much trepidation about the dentist. Like, even when I was a kid, like, it's just always been a thing. Me and dentist man, I'm like a dog with a mailman, like, running
out the
get the
door.
fuck out of my mouth, like, you know. And it's this whole thing of like, I've always hated it, so I always get like stressed out before. It's like going to an airport for me. Like, I just know it's gonna be a bad experience, and my man's like, it's different. And I'm like, it can't be different. It's the fucking dentist. Like, it's not.
Have you been out there before for it? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Keep going.
Now I'm going to go every year on holiday. I'll go have a holiday to Australia just to go to the dentist. Like, when I tell you, I was in and out of that chair in 15 minutes.
In and out.
In and out with x-rays.
How?
And there was no tech. The tech was only there to suck the water
So
out of my
they
mouth.
didn't stab you
It was only the dentist I saw.
They didn't stab you in the freaking gums
No,
and shit?
they use like this intense water spray type of thing. Like maybe if you had bad teeth, they'd have to do more. But like in and out, 10 to 15 minutes max. He didn't ask me a bunch of questions. He took his time like to go through certain spots and then was like, all right, let's take a break. Swallow, spit, whatever you need to do. And let's go again. And it was just all the way around the inside of my mouth. Like, it was so quick. It was so fast. You didn't like dig around. There was no weird tools poking anything. My mouth wasn't bleeding when I was over. I just felt refreshed. I was like, is this a spa or a dentist?
Your gums weren't inflamed.
No.
Yeah, because they're always like, we want to do a deep clean today. A really deep one.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Because you can charge me more? Like, yeah, just like in there, like, why don't you just like throat fuck me? Is that what you're doing right now? You're just pushing your whole hand into my mouth for no reason?
Are you sure this is good?
Like, they're fisting your mouth for no reason.
It's not fun.
Many men would pay me good money
to
have their hand in my mouth. They should be giving me a discount for how long American dentists have spent in my mouth completely unnecessarily. Like, it is not cool. I feel violated. And I went to Australia and it made me love dentists. Not here, not in America, Australian dentists. It's amazing. It's an experience. If you're ever in Australia on a vacation and you're like, damn.
And is it cheaper there?
Yeah. Like, at least half the cost. At least half. Yeah. So if you're ever in down under,
go to the
make
dentist.
sure you hit up a fucking dentist. You're going to have a great time. You're going to like the way you feel. I'll guarantee it.
I love it.
Because
it's so funny. No, like I'm just not about that. And if it were a better, more experience, I would totally do it, I guess.
For sure.
I still like would just be weary, but it sounds like you had a really good experience. So
yeah.
that would be awesome if things were like that here.
It was so
Why can't it be like that here?
Yeah, there wasn't like a whole TV system like playing announcements. It was just like a nice little window, a soft little hum of the machine, like just chill
Just
vibe.
what they need.
All that they need, you know?
And here
little glasses, like it was it blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. Damn.
So
no, I do not experience that here in the U.S. at all.
No, that's why I never go. It's like going to the doctor. Like, I'd rather just not.
I'd rather just saw my own leg off. It's fine. You know, it's totally.
I don't need this leg.
It's fine. Got another one.
Just go on Plush Care and get like a prescription for antibiotics and just saw off your own leg.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what getting old is gonna be like. Because I mean, I'm already getting to the point where I'm considering myself like, you know, I'm not young anymore. Like, I'm not feeling like I'm young, because young would be like in the 20s. But like, what's it gonna be like once I'm like 50 and then shit starts falling apart on me? Jeez, girl.
I think about that all the time.
It's gonna be there one day. So gotta keep it right.
Gotta keep it tight.
Gotta keep it tight.
That's what's up.
Now's the time.
That's why I lift heavy weights, is to keep those thoughts away.
Yeah.
Because while you lift them, you don't think about that. You just think, I'm so strong, I'm going to live forever.
Exactly.
So I just keep going.
No, I'm just thinking about the healthcare part. Like, I don't mind if I'm gonna get old and shit falls apart, but the healthcare part's scary.
Yeah.
That we're in the U.S. and like all the doctors suck. I mean, no, not all of them, but you know, majority.
It's not even that the doctors suck.
And then
it's just like the whole system behind it that.
And we got to do all that to live.
Yeah.
We got to do it. We don't have a choice to not do all those things as we get older or whatever. It's just like, no, do it.
Yeah, it's interesting to travel to other places. If you've never done it, you should try it sometime.
Do it. Do it.
I really want to go back to Bali. I'm excited. I'm so excited for Hawaii, dude.
Me too. I've never been.
Okay, so there's going to be, do you know how when we got to Bali and there was like a smell?
Yes, in the air. It's like tropical.
Yeah.
It's island. It's amazing.
Yeah. You're going to have that in Hawaii too. I'm so stoked. I'm excited that we got a little balcony so we can look out over
the ocean.
Have a nice time. I think so.
But it's either way, it's going to be tropical.
Yeah, we're just going to go live on the beach and have a grand old time.
And eat a lot of fruit.
So much fruit. The acai bowls. That was the first place I had. They made like a papaya boat where it's like scooped out the middle and then like yogurt, granola, fruits, and like all that kind of stuff in the papaya. You just scoop it out like a bread bowl, but papaya and yogurt. It's really not like a bread bowl at all, but kind
That's
of.
like what I miss the most too about Bali is all the good food we had every day.
The taro latte, the little purple
Walking to get-
taro.
And then all the like fresh like coffees in the morning, and the like
Coffee
the bread
here
was
is
good
so
there too. That little like bread bakery that we went to that had those like
That was good.
English muffins with like honey.
Yeah, that was really bomb. Oh my god, the coffee here is just awful. Like getting coffee here is so disappointing.
Oh no,
After Melbourne,
it's
I miss it.
misleading because it still smells good, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah, or
Right?
it's like they don't listen to you at all, or they like oversteam the milk. Like it's not like. I'm sure that there are some places, and there are a couple places in Vegas I really like. Like, I won't say what they are, but there's a couple places I really like. But most of it is like, the problem is when you're in Australia, it's like you go to like the shittiest cafe in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, oh, there's a beautiful little cafe. Like,
And it's really good coffee.
yeah, like the coffee's amazing. All the foods are like just the best, like little pastries and stuff. You know, from like the snacks.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's just like every cafe. It's not like if you go to a Starbucks or something and you get like one of their little Danishes and you're like, was this like,
Was it sat on by
like was it sat
somebody?
on? Was it freezer up? Like, why is it so dry? Like, and it's just like this I don't know.
The
I
other
don't know.
day, I got those little egg white bites from Starbucks because I like those. They're pretty good. Like if you're like on the go and you need it, like
Jimmy
kinda-
Dean has those in the freezer section. They're actually not bad.
really.
I used to get them.
Ooh. So like I always order those like if I'm in a hurry and like they hold you over for a bit. 'Cause it's like great protein. But
Yeah.
I tell them to double toast them because I don't like them when they're spongy.
Yeah, it's
I like them when
icky.
they have a little bit of
Yeah.
a crisp.
Mhm.
And so I was like, "Can you double toast them?" The guy's like, "Yeah, sure." So he double toasts them, right? I get them back, and they were like chips. They were so toasted, and I was like, "You know what? This does beat having a soggy little like egg bite."
But
So
it
but
sounded
I
a little
was laughing.
aggressive.
I was laughing because I was like, "Well played, sir."
Like you
Well-
made them crunchy.
Yeah, and I was like eating them in the car, just like driving, and like they're like chips.
It's like like omelet beef jerky. Like omelet
And I was like,
jerky.
I didn't even know eggs could be like chips, but I love it.
That sounds so gross. You know what that reminds me of? It's like when you make scrambled eggs and there's like the crusty
crisp
edge.
It was like that. But then it was like actually good. I don't know. I can't explain, but I'm making it sound worse. But
No, I'm sure it's good. I just have a weird thing because I always think like it probably is good in theory. I was just thinking of that part of the pans, like when you get it on the egg and you're not expecting you to take a bite of the egg and it gets like stuck to the back of your throat because it's that thin, like crispy egg bit.
oh,
Like when you get a popcorn kernel stuck. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. The shell thing.
I hate that's one of the reasons I don't eat popcorn. But I did in football fantasy, so make sure that you are
Better
subscribed
check it out.
to
And
the
you
Patreon.
do choke on it
Yeah, that
at the
was.
beginning.
I can't remember. I think that wasn't even intentional.
No,
I think I had made
but
a
you
joke.
played it off.
Yeah.
So guys, go check it out. Spoiler alert.
And Laura gets real aggressive, and I like it. It's
Yeah,
fun.
My fist pearly comes out. My fist personality. Now you know why I'm called the fist. Real aggressive.
I just thought of the end of the credits, and that made me think of Ian throwing up all over the floor.
Unfortunately, that happened today too. All in a day. Today's been very.
It's been a long day.
It's been. Yeah, we've had a lot. Starting with the rain. First of all, we both wake up and we're both like, fuck. Like as if I live here. But we text each other and like,
Did you
what's
know
up with this
what the
rain?
We're so
We just like
mad.
vent to each other. Like,
It's
yeah, fuck this
terrible.
rain.
Because it's so gloomy, dude. Fuck.
Doesn't make you want to go out. Doesn't make you want to do anything. But guess what we did? You went to the store. You got coffee, and I went and got my nails did.
Yes, and your toes look so good.
Yes, and
I
you
know they
can't
are.
see them.
I was
Haha.
I was actually wondering if you were putting your socks on just for that reason.
Yes. Socks are on just for that. Can't see these tootsies. Hey.
You know what we should do is if y'all have any suggestions of what you think our next film should be, let us know, because we were thinking something along the lines of the leprechaun.
Yes. Also, you guys, Valentine's Day is around the corner. So we want to hear any like funny stories of like maybe weird Valentine's dates you've had or good Valentine's dates you want to share, bad ones.
Like hookups or even like stories about exes.
Yeah, or Tinder nightmares, whatever it is.
Tell me about dating apps. I'm so curious.
We're
I wanna
so
know,
curious.
because I don't do that.
Yeah, so
if you've
call
ever
us in.
seen me on one, it's a catfish. So
Mhm.
just don't. I'm curious to know your stories though, because I want to hear about all that stuff. I'm like the old married couple now. I'm just like, oh, tell me about stuff.
Tell
but like
me the juice.
But like you're not single either, so we're like.
But we also want the juice.
Yes.
So, and we'll be in Hawaii. So maybe if you guys call in or email us, let us know. We'll probably like watch them while we're out there.
Yes, that
Right?
would be
So
good. We should be able to find
702-900-6446.
And if you're shy of the phone, you can also email the podcast at TWNDpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, because we like emails. We read them. We love them.
Oh, I think there
Please.
might actually be an email.
Say less.
Say less. I love it.
Yeah, those crispy egg bites hit different.
I kind of want to try them now, just because
They're
you make
good.
them sound good.
They're good. We'll go.
Like when you get like when they have those spicy kale chips, and I was like,
And then you tried it.
but they were spicy, so it cuts out the kale.
Oh, kale.
Oh, kale, no.
Exactly. I went to True Food the other day. You know True Foods, right?
Yeah, I love True
We
Food.
went in and they have to wear a shirt that says, instead of Army, it says Farmy. It's so funny.
No.
So think about that next time you order from True Food.
They're all walking around their farmy shirts. Oh my god. Remember farmersonly.com?
Yes.
Is that still around?
Baby.
Can you look at that up while I skim through this
Farmersonly.com.
email?
My search engine's going to be fucked. Farmers Sobly? Oh no. Only.com. City folk just don't get it. Yes. It's still a thing.
Shut up.
Should we make one?
Yeah,
A
put in
fake
the
account?
podcast email. We all know how much I love making content, and one of the most important things for quality videos is lighting. But who wants the same old boring ring light? You can upgrade from basic to adorable at kawaiilighting.com with code TWND for 10% off. This podcast is lit by Kawaii Lighting's star-shaped ring light. There are also heart and kitty cat options to make you feel as cute as these lights look. Kawaii Lighting has many RGB options, which you'll have seen used in many of my videos and photos. Don't be basic. Stand out with Kawaii Lighting by using code TWND to save 10% and help support this wholesome pod. Let them know we sent you. We're signing up for farmersonly.com.
Is
That's
it
amazing.
TWNDpodcast@gmail.com?
Yeah.
Few singles. I am a man. Let's say we're a man.
I'm a man.
Or a woman.
Call me daddy.
Should we be?
Yeah.
Or female and call me daddy.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
And I'm seeking a man or a woman. A man.
I like how there's not a both option. It's a little outdated.
I'm
Farmers
seeking
only.
a woman and I want her to call me daddy.
No, I don't want to pick on women.
Okay, man. Enter our age, 69. And our zip code, we can't really use our zip code.
Use like somewhere in
Where's
Montana.
the strip?
Use somewhere in Montana.
Okay.
I don't think there's a lot of farmers out in Vegas.
Well, Hendertucky. I mean, come on. There's some horse property out there. Not
Okay, fine.
farmers.
Use a Henderson zip code then.
Okay. Well, crap.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to read this email from Mac Delight.
Okay.
who now doesn't sign Mac the Light. Hello, Molly. I hope you'll read this all the way through knowing it is from me. That would be hard to miss with your name on the title of the email. I know you don't like me, and I guess I can understand that. Okay. With ADHD, I tend to not have any filters and most likely have crossed too many boundaries with you. I mean, boundaries are there for a reason. You have a good podcast and we enjoy it, especially when you and a guest are on it alone. Is he throwing shade at you right now?
Alone?
Number one, how can I be alone if I'm with another guest? I'm never alone. I also have 6 personalities running around in this mind, so I'm literally never alone.
That's so funny.
I remember back to the show when you came up with a homemade diagnosis of autism. Do you have a homemade diagnosis of ADHD too? Or has it been verified? Oh my God. It's called a spectrum, honey. Look it up. I have done some research on it and you are probably correct. Oh, thank you for validating me. But either way, it shouldn't matter. It doesn't. Nothing matters. We are nothing. I have done some research on it. For a while, you would mention me or read or play what I had to say. Now you don't, and maybe I don't have anything of value to say.
Is someone having a pity party? What's going on?
Well, Laura, this person wanted to be the focal point of the show, it sounds like, and that's funny, or it would be your show. But here we are. Now I don't have anything of value to say. That could be true, but it could just be that we get a lot of emails and we don't have time to read through every single one of them. And some of the ones that you've sent have been questionable.
That's right.
I read you that one.
Yeah, there was that one that we kind of had to stop reading.
Well, there was one I showed you that we didn't ever start reading. I started proofreading things. I am grateful to you for several things, and I wish I could share my excitement with you. I doubt you have heard any of my podcasts, or if they are even of interest to you. I have not, but I don't listen to every single podcast. I haven't even been listening to the comedy podcast as much that I enjoy, because I've been doing this thing called working and dealing with not having sponsors and traveling
and not monetizing
and living my life, and it just doesn't have a space for everyone's creative venture. I have enjoyed making them, and I thank you as one of the people responsible for getting me there. Well, I was not responsible for it, but I'm glad that you are enjoying it and that you have your own show now. So you shouldn't be upset about the fact that we don't play every single voicemail and email that you leave. I am sorry about losing your funding. It is really shitty. They won't tell you why. It is hard to have done something wrong and not know what it was you did. That is hard, yes. Keep at it, and you have a very interesting podcast, and people will follow you. Cool. So do you know what's funny? Like, I like people too, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
But I just have so much fun doing it that I don't care.
Well, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this anymore, right? Like, it's like we're not doing it just for to pat each other on the back.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're truly just doing it.
Laura can pat my back anytime she wants.
Also, you want to just see this real quick? That's one of our options. Yeah. Yeah. We got a world.
No, not with the snowblower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, this can't be Vegas.
He lives here.
Why does he have a snowblower? Push that snowblower. Push it real good.
We got to put that. You have to call me daddy.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh. I can't.
Well, we have an account now.
That's too much. We're going to have to play with that. Oh, this is a lot. Blah, 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 blah. This is just a lot. See, Mark,
that wasn't the end?
No.
Oh.
There's just a lot. And see, here's one of the problems with the emails, right? Is sometimes there's an email that's just to the point. It's right off the bat, here's a story. And even if the story like has a couple twists and turns, it doesn't have to take that long. Now, there's a way to tell a story, right? Laura's good at it. I'm good at it. Sometimes you're just not very good at it. And that's not like a problem. It's just like for time's sake, like with the length of the shows and with keeping things engaging. It's like going through like 55 fucking paragraphs of something is just not really like a vibe.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like sometimes the emails are just way too long and sometimes you can condense it down, but it's like there's a lot of the way that this email reads that just kind of sounds like a bit of a pity party. And I'm not about pity parties because it's kind of one of the things that it's like we have this thing that we do together. This was a thing that I started. And then I'm like, Laura's fucking amazing. Let's bring Laura into the situation. And me and my best friend get to fucking have conversations together that I guess a couple people listen to and that's cool. And then you leave something that's interesting, right? And you're a fan and you're like, that's cool. And oh, they utilized this thing and it made them laugh and this. But you don't have to just try to like up it to the point of like every time that you have like some errant thought. It's like you still should put thought into things and like how is this going to be perceived? Is this like too long in the tooth? And then realize that it's also like you found this show, you found us, right? And it's cool that you want to be involved, but you're also not like a co-host. You're not like a recurring segment and you can't just make that happen by sending stuff in and then be mad when not every single thing is addressed. Like it doesn't really work. Because
And it's not throwing shade. It's just that's not how it works.
no, it's just like, but your email threw a bit of shade. So I'm going to show you what it looks like because I'm glad that you have your podcast show going on and that's really cool and support the creators and that's all awesome. But there's no reason to be like passive aggressive, which I feel like you and I both know that you have been in instances. So moving on from that, if anyone else would like to email the podcast, TWNDpodcast@gmail.com. We do love hearing from you guys, and especially for Valentine's Day coming up. We want to hear all the single stories. We want to hear the sex stories, good, bad, the ugly.
Funny.
Everything.
Please.
Yes.
And we'll be in
super-
Hawaii together for
Yes.
Galentine's. So we're excited. We're going to celebrate the way we do best.
Yes.
And that's by eating fruit and doing beach.
That's right. And taking nudes.
And taking
You gotta pay for
and
it.
fully clothed videos too.
Yeah.
All of the above.
We are filming something in Hawaii.
Yeah. And you guys will find out what
You'll
that
have to
is.
stay tuned to find out more. So you can follow me on Instagram at thisredheadisSFW, and you can follow Laura on Instagram.
Wham Glam Artistry. Hey.
You can follow the podcast,
TWND podcast.
and that's on X as well as Instagram. And I hate saying X, but here it is. Here we are. And we want to hear about your X's.
Yes, at 702-900-6446.
That's right. Fuck yes. Leave us a rating wherever you rate podcasts, wherever you listen to them, wherever you consume them. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Apparently, YouTube has started to give us clearance to have ads on our videos, which they
Awesome.
weren't for the longest time. So for some reason, the other platform says no, and YouTube has started saying yes. So it's cool if you do want to watch there. It's cool. No
I still
shade.
watch on all of them. I
Yeah.
do. I watch on YouTube when I'm chilling in bed, Spotify when I'm on the road, whatever.
Yeah. And you can also go to patreon.com
Bless you. Patreon.
.com /TWND podcast, where you have monthly Zoom chats if you're a dirtbag tier and up. You also have ad-free episodes, day early releases. You have new films, new photo sets, all the behind the scenes and all the fun stuff. We also have bonus episodes as well, which we filmed one that will be coming out soon if it's not already.
Excited.
So follow the pod, love the pod,
Praise the pod.
praise the pod, get on your knees for the pod,
Crawl to us.
and call me daddy. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you Monday.
Come.